thank you so much for being here with us and allowing me to speak to you this evening. My hope is, as I speak to you, that you and your families are well, healthy, and in great spirits. I know it's been a tough year for a lot of us, and it's been one that has been a little different. A lot of us have gone through some ups and downs with the COVID-19, and our families, and our prayers and thoughts are with you and your families. And we know that some of our OPH family has gone through some tough times as well, and a lot of you have recovered, so we are grateful for that, and we thank God that you're healthy. I want to let you know that through this whole process, we have, as a leadership team, as a board of directors, we had decided to postpone our luncheon this year, where we recognize our volunteers, donors, and just extraordinary people that give so much to the organization. It was the responsible thing to do. The health of our volunteers, our donors, and all the people, friends and family that are with us, it was a smart thing for us to do to keep us all healthy. And as I said, protecting the safety was our number one priority. The board and some advisors, we came to the conclusion that it was best to postpone not only the luncheon, but to postpone the project this year. As you all know, that especially that have children, the schools are not open to take them back. Therefore, having big organizations come in and do the work that we do was going to be impossible to do. And yet, we are continuing to understand and pivot to make sure that we can still deliver the mission and vision of Operation Project Hope. So there are things that your board of directors are working on, and those will be announced very soon, and you will understand that our mission and our vision has not changed. The children of the schools are our priority, and as our mission states, that we want to make certain that we can provide a clean, safe learning environment for the children. So that will continue. We are working through it, and we will deliver as we have been for the past 10 years. This year, I can tell you that we graduated 14 fellows from the program in August that went through the progress beginning in March, and we had to adapt and overcome and conquer as we were throwing curveballs over and over. First time in history that Operation Project Hope's Leadership Academy had part of it in the Zoom arena. Although we were a little bit skeptical, bringing our hearts and bringing the love to the fellows really delivered a program to them. And thank goodness we were able to get together on one of the weekends, the last weekend, where we came together and really delivered a program. Even though it was in a huge yard with, I think, more than 10 feet apart from each other, but nevertheless, we delivered, and I think, and I believe, and I know in my heart, that program was delivered, and the fellows did get a lot out of it. We were able to graduate, like I said, 14, and we celebrated in Arrowhead. We got to do the entire celebration weekend outdoors, which for the first time we delivered. It was a little bit different, and I believe we delivered in excellence. So for that, I am extremely grateful. I'm extremely grateful to the leadership team of Team 5 that graduated. I'm extremely grateful for Greg Kawamoto, who was a facilitator, and all the coaches involved. They did an extraordinary job. And at this point, I just want to take a moment to recognize the fellows that graduated this August with us. So it was Cesar Bayardo, Patty Soto, Tiffany and Mark Lader, Carol Boss, Susana Bernal, Brianna Hawkins, Mireya Soto, Kamani Rigmerin, Irving Almaraz, David Rhodes, Melanie Taylor, Ryan Marlowe, and Sandy Dunbar. So thank you, congratulations to them. They did a fantastic job, and it will get started again. Please look and see who you want to participate in the next class. The class, I believe, is going to start late February, and we will let you know. The project will be different this coming year. As we move on, we believe that LA City schools and some of the schools in Southern California are still going to be closed to big groups and big gatherings. Therefore, we are pivoting now and are coming up with a project that will be introduced very soon. It will be exciting. It will be the vision and mission of Operation Project Hope. We will do it just a little differently, but we will do it and affect the students, the teachers, and the parents of the communities that we will serve. Just to give you a little bit more, we're going to serve more than one, more than two, more than three, more than four, more than five, more than 10, more than 20 schools in the Southern California region. It's going to be a wave of love of Operation Project Hope coming through our communities. So be ready, be aware, and the announcements are coming soon. Again, I'm proud that Robin Polito will lead this next project as well. So be ready for that. As I mentioned when I started, the luncheon was postponed, and it was postponed with very, very, I want to say it was just tough to postpone because the people that are going to be recognized are just extraordinary people, and it was very hard for me not to figure out a way, and for the leadership team and for our program manager Sandy, and just to figure out how can we do it, how can we still celebrate these people, because of the work that they do is so important. So Sandy and her team came up with a recognition luncheon that's going to be virtual, and this will be on November 14th between 5 and 7 p.m. There is information already on our website, so you can go out there and look for it. It will be on Zoom, and the details you will be able to find on our website. So hopefully you will be able to join us. It's going to be something totally new, so you too could be a part of something new and something big. We will recognize those people and keep celebrating the work that we're doing, because it's such important work and such great work that we're doing. Don't take my word for it. Let me just read you some data that we got that I think you guys will find extremely impressive. I know I did. Operation Project Hope utilized a third-party statistical process control to evaluate the student experience surveys. The experience surveys is an annual survey administered in the fall to all LAUSD schools. Survey results provide schools with important feedback from teachers, staff, students, and parents. For us, it was important to understand that the work that we're doing is on the right track, it's doing the right thing, it's delivering the right message. Across all 10 schools where projects have occurred, there was an average of a 3.5% increase in students feeling the safety in schools. Again, our mission states to provide a safe and clean environment for learning. 3.5% year one. After the first year that we delivered the project, it went up 3.5 in just 1 year. I know that's impressive, but hold on. After the second year, it went up to over 12.4% increase that the students felt safe at school. No, and I knew in my heart that we were doing the right thing for the students, for the schools, for the teachers, and the parents. The data that came back illustrates it, shows it. That information will be on our website, that you will be able to go in there and look at that information. Sustainability of the change and the permanency. The murals, as you know, that we put on there will last on those walls over 10 years. We know that because we're going on our 11th year now. 2020 has been our 10th year in existence of Operation Project Hope. And the college pennants are still hanging on those halls and those auditoriums where the students view those and know that there's something beyond high school for them. They believe that they can achieve higher education, which in the past they have not. Please look at that data that's going to be provided for you. It's perceived safety in the neighborhoods around the schools has increased year after year. They feel safer being there. I mean, it's the work that we're doing, people, is working. These children are feeling better, are feeling more secure, and are progressing based on the information that we're delivering, based on the work, based on the I am statements that they read over and over and over when they come across the halls. The murals, I am, you are, we are loved. It's showing, they're feeling it. The numbers are proving that the work that we're doing is working. I am, you are, we are loved. It is working. We will continue moving forward with what we're doing. We know it works. I'm going to share some numbers from some of the different schools just briefly. There was a school, and I won't go into the schools, but the schools' names will be in the website. One school, after the second years, 91% decrease in the student experience of bullying. Something is working, and the work that we're doing is working. If we work the work, it works. These children are getting it. They are feeling it. They are becoming it. They are what we want for us and for our community, which is love. 68% decrease in overall student experiencing the bullying. 24% increase of feeling security and safety at the school. People coming in, bringing love, leaving it at the school that is making them feel safe and making them feel good about who they are and what they want in life. Another school, 17% of the students feeling that bullying is not a problem at their school anymore. 17% after the second year of Operation Project Oak coming in. Here's another one. 42% in student belief that they can meet their learning goals set by their teacher. 42%. Now they believe they can meet their goals. They're understanding goals based on the gifts that we're leaving behind these schools. 36% increase in overall student self-efficiency. Come on. How could we stop doing the work? This is fantastic work, and it's just, I mean, I look at the numbers and I still go over the data over and over, and we have the data, it's all there. Overall, there has been a 25% increase in students feeling being accepted at school, which is part of our effort when we're placing buddy benches on campus and encouraging the students to support each other. 25%, that's a quarter of the school based on what we've done. And OPH will continue process improvements and standardizations activities so that our projects run smoothly with the similar process across all campuses. Thank you for your continued support. This is fantastic data that you will be able to see on our website and share it, and we'll be able to share with some of the schools that we've done and worked with as well. Just incredible. I mean, I got really excited about the data, and I know, and in my heart I know, that what we have done for the past 10 years works. They know what they know now because of you. You have brought all this love to the schools, and because of you, we are affecting so many children. We have had volunteers from San Diego, from Phoenix, from Las Vegas, from Northern California, from all over Southern California to come and give love to the students. This is what needs to happen across the country. This is what needs to happen across the world. This truly is world peace, one child at a time. The work that we are doing is working. We have the numbers to prove it, and it's all because of you. I thank you, and I love you. A little story. About 10 years ago, 2010, I was having a conversation with Miss Robin Polito, who was the principal at Hooper Elementary School, the first school Operation Project Hope ever did. And I had done a project before at Trinity where Robin was principal as well before 2010, 2008, I believe. And she called me and she told me that she had been transferred to another school, and that if I would put a project together for this school. And because of the love that I have for Robin, because of the person that Robin is, and because of the friend she is, without hesitation, I said absolutely. And in 2010, in October, I started assembling a team of leaders to go take care of our school. 10 years ago, we have done 10 schools. We have graduated 5 leadership academies. We have consulted with one school in Missouri. Right after what happened in Ferguson, I was called, and a great friend of mine, an old board member, Julie Leaf, and I consulted as Operation Project Hope to a group in Ferguson, and they delivered a project. So that's exciting that we were able to do that. So we know that projects can be transported anywhere. When you have love, it all can happen. You know, we've had as little as 300 volunteers at a school, as much as over 750 people. So we know that the love is there. We know people want to do it. We know we just have to give them a vehicle for them to go and do it. I mean, the love that you guys have demonstrated, going out there unselfishly, giving of who you are, with all the compassion, all the passion, and all the love in the world. It's changing lives, people. It's changing lives. There's so many stories in the news about kids being abused right now. And these are the stories that should be coming out, affecting the change in the world that's going to be the leaders of the future. That's what we continue to do, the work that we do. We open up our doors because we know that love works. We know that love is the answer. And we know that's what it's going to take to change the world we're in. With that said, after 10 years, I have submitted my resignation as the chairman, the president, and CEO of Operation Project Hope. It was a very tough decision for me to make because of my passion and the love that I have for the organization. But because of that passion, that love I had for the organization, I had to make a change. My vision brought us up to this point up to 10 years. I needed to bring a different vision in. I needed to bring new energy in. I needed to have other people look at this and say, okay, we're taking it to the next level. We're going to get it there. And it's time for me to hand the baton off and have a new team run it and get it to the next level. The organization is extremely stable financially, project-wise, relationships-wise, in great standings with our state government, our federal government, with all regulations met. We are in great standings. The organization is in a very sound position. I'm extremely excited about that, and with that, I just want to tell you that I'm extremely excited. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because this was a dream that became a vision, and then we put it into action. And it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I couldn't have done it on my own. And all the people that have touched my heart, all the people that have been with me, all the people that have supported me, I can't thank you enough. I love you, and I'm just excited about where the organization is going. I love you. I really do. This has meant the world to me. This was started when I was in a very dark place in my life. And because of the organization that gave me so much, I gave so much back. And you guys are the ones that gave me all the love to get me back to where I needed to be. And I thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. This was a very tough decision, and I talked it over with my wife Glyza and with the kids, because they didn't understand how I was not going to be running it anymore, and if they were still going to be able to go to schools and give. And the answer is absolutely. We're going to be there every year that we can, giving back, because this is what we believe in. We really care about. It was a family decision, and it was a decision that weighed very heavily, but it's still very liberating to know that the organization's in good hands. I want to let you know that I've appointed Robin Polito to be the chairwoman of Operation Project Hope this coming year, and be the eyes, the ears, and the heart that she's been for the organization. So I thank you, Robin, for accepting. I know you and I talked about it, and it was, for me, there was no other choice. There was no other choice. The person that came to me with the first project, the person that I know has one of the biggest hearts and one that is the biggest advocate for the children, it was a no-brainer for me. And I knew that you were the person that could lead this organization from the board of directors, so thank you. I also want to introduce Sandy Dunbar. Sandy Dunbar was one of the fellows on Operation Project Hope's Leadership Academy, Team 5, and she came in on Team 5 because we had posted a position of program manager. And part of the requirement that I wanted was that our next program manager would be a fellow graduate, also the Leadership Academy, because not only do you get to see it from a participant standpoint, but you get to see it from an organization standpoint, and you get to feel what it is that we teach and preach. So she went through it. She, as the program manager, was responsible to take on the programs, the luncheon, the projects, and any program that would come in within the organization, any fundraising programs or so. The year she did a wonderful, wonderful job jumping in and adapting to the change that we were all going through. This COVID-19 thing threw us off for a loop, but yet not one board member, not one volunteer, not one donor stepped back and said, no, I'm going to step back and wait and see what happens. Everybody still jumped in, and everybody said, how can we help? What are we going to do? How are we going to change, to adapt, change to the new environment, and create a new path, not wait for one to be given to us, but for us to create it. Through that, Sandy was an extraordinary person coming in and adapting quickly, picking up, and not having to have a lot of guidance because she was able to go from a position that she was in the program and knew what it took for the organization to run. So she did a fantastic job. We hired her at the beginning of the year, and now I get to announce she is now going to be the executive director of Operation Project Hope. So Sandy will be responsible for day-to-day operations and making sure the organization is functioning and moving in the right direction with everything that has to do for the organization to move forward. She will be working directly with the board of directors. Her and Robin will work very closely, and we will continue to strive to improve the lives of so many children around not only California, but around the world, wherever we can. That's what we have now. The board will meet here shortly for a strategic planning session where they will start setting the new direction for Operation Project Hope. We have brought in some new board members, and just to get different ideas and different views from different perspectives. So we're really excited about where Operation Project Hope is going, and I'm really happy for Robin. I'm really happy for Sandy and for the entire board in the direction that they're going to go and take this organization. And I get to support from the sidelines. We get to go to the projects. We get to go to the Leadership Academy and speak if they want us to. I will still, today, tomorrow, and until I'm gone, be an ambassador to this organization. They gave so much to me and my family. I thank you. I love you. To all the volunteers, donors, family, and friends, you have meant the world to us. You have meant the world to the children, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I love you so much. It is 7:35, and you are loved. Thank you. I love you. Good night.